Coming up on NCC News at 4:45, hear how local workers are signing up to help with the new I-81 Viaduct project.
Chipotle is getting criticized by customers. Learn what their complaints are about their food restaurants.
And find out what farmers and customers are expecting this summer with crops blossoming again. Your news at 4:45 starts right now. Good afternoon and welcome to NCC News at 4:45. I'm Sydney Supley.
And I'm Gerald Reed. Let's get right to our top story. A local hiring event is leading the way to help kickstart the I-81 Viaduct project. NCC News reporter Valentina Lafranca is now live outside the CNY Works Career Center with more.
That's right, guys. The I-81 Viaduct project will reconnect communities that have been divided for generations. But in order for the project to get done by the projected year that is 2028, workers are needed. And where better to find that than in our own backyard?
Important for the community to see people that looked like them working in their neighborhoods on this project.
Public Information Officer for the I-81 Viaduct project, Tanisha Murphy, says because of this feedback from the community, the New York State Department of Transportation implemented a local hire initiative, and today's event was a part of that. There were petitions and fight from the community that in turn created a requirement for contractors to hire at least 15% of its staff locally. Executive Director for Urban Jobs Task Force of Syracuse, Tyler Worrell, is an advocate of this.
It's very important that with these multi-million-dollar projects that are coming in here, that locals have these opportunities first above all else.
And this project is actually a multi-billion-dollar investment. Syracuse resident Donald Ventro was extremely happy about the opportunity.
You know, there's a lot of communities that are struggling throughout New York State, and we have the perfect opportunity for us to grow together as a community, and that's part of our state.
This is not the first local hire event, and Tanisha says it will certainly not be the last. But you do not need to wait for one of these events to get this opportunity. I'm going to send it back to the studio for more information on that. Reporting live at CNY Works, I'm Valentina Lafranca, NCC News.
Thanks, Valentina. You can reach out to New York State Department of Transportation, and they will get connected with their Work Smart partners, training services, and contractors. They also have outreach centers and all forms of contact that you can find on NCC News online.
A cultural festival is making its way back to Syracuse for its 51st anniversary. Greek Fest begins tomorrow at 5. The festival will feature events such as live Greek music and dance. Patrons will also have the chance to tour the church's iconography project as well as shop for clothing, jewelry, and books in Greek marketplace.
In the mood for a good book but don't remember where your library card is? Well, Syracuse's Little Free Library might be the perfect alternative. Since 2012, Syracuse has installed nearly 50 Little Free Libraries throughout the city. The Little Libraries are free neighborhood book exchanges aimed at providing convenience and building community. The libraries are scattered around local neighborhoods, and some locations will offer Learn to Quote kits this summer for those interested in doing some crafting.
TJ Maxx, Marshalls, and Home Goods are cracking down on new security protocols. Store employees will now be wearing police-like body cameras. The store's parent company TJX says implementing these cameras will reduce shoplifting and keep customers and employees safe. The company did not realize information on when the body cameras are turned on, but video footage will only be shared if law enforcement requests it.
Chipotle is under fire regarding its portion sizes. The fast casual Mexican chain has been called into question by customers regarding its alleged smaller servings. Patrons are trying to make sure they get their fair amount of food of what they pay for. Chipotle CEO Brian Nicole denies the portion size changes and suggests that people only need to ask to receive more food. This month may be Pride Month, but for a local church choir, they celebrate their inclusion all year round.
I spent time at May Memorial Church listening to the power vocal cords and an even more powerful message. Music is a way to express yourself, feel heard and accepted.
Absolutely nothing I won't do for the chorus.
A church choir where loving your neighbor for who they are is the most important piece. Song sheets that hold the lyrics to inclusion and being true to who you are. For many, this confidence wasn't there when they came into the choir, but something they have built over time in singing.
I feel like I'm 10 times, I was really, really quiet and withdrawn, and now I'm like running around and talking to people, and I just feel 10 times more confident and happy.
A choir that started in 1991 has grown from a handful of people to over 50 people who are all either in the gay or lesbian community. You can hear this group every Sunday or on June 22nd at the May Memorial Unitarian Society. But in the meantime, there is one thing you should all remember. We all need somebody to lean on. While I was there, the choir learned the exciting news that they would be the Grand Marshal for the Upstate Fair this summer, an honor that has never been given to an organization before. Summer is around the corner, which means crops are blossoming in its entirety.
After months of unavailable crops, the season means customers will begin to head out to their local farms or farmers market to get fruits, veggies, and more. At Velma Farm, for some shoppers, purchasing flowers kickstarts the summer of colorful crops. For others, it's a moment to do pastime activities in the warm season.
I'm starting with flowers, and I'll keep track on other things that grow throughout the season and be stopping here regularly.
There's something about, catches your eye and lifts your spirits, right? Every time
I love flowers. I never could have too much.
With demand high from shoppers for their favorite crop, farmers anticipate a busy summer.
A local group is asking for volunteers to help with gardening. Pete's giving garden donations their produce to 2 food pantries managed by Hendricks Chapel. They grow apples, potatoes, peppers, and more, and are asking for volunteers to help out on Wednesdays.
It's time now for our fresh weather update, and Cody Stokes is live on the weather deck for more. Cody?
Thanks, Geraldo. Yeah, it's definitely summertime out here. The sun is out, and maybe we should be thankful for that. Once we get to that full forecast in a few minutes, you'll see why. But 85 degrees feels like 88, and it definitely does. I can attest to that. It is a bit sticky out here, 52% humidity. We do have some wind coming in from the south. Visibility still high. We'll have the full forecast for you in just a few minutes. Stick with us on NCC News. Back to you guys at the desk.
Coming up on NCC News, find out what a group of teenagers found on a hill in North Dakota.
And hear from World War II veterans in Paris ahead of the 80th anniversary of D-Day right after the break.